Hello, everyone. Good evening, and welcome to Intuitive Play tonight with Christos. So we're going to have a lot of fun together. So thank you for joining me. And if you're here, as always, please go ahead and say hello. And the same, of course, if you're watching the replay, go ahead and say hi and introduce yourself and where you're joining from. And then also when I'm revealing the crystals, which ones you've picked. And then also as I'm revealing their meaning, in case you don't know, with crystals, obviously, it's a little bit easier just because you can already intuit it more. And of course, if you recognize the crystals, then you already have a general idea. So tonight, my intention is to inspire you as you are spending your time with me, and to also help you increase awareness in your life and give you some insights that you might not have been aware of. So welcome again. If you're here, go ahead and say hi. And then if you're watching the replay, go say hi also. I'm always excited to still see you on the replay. And then also, anything that you would like to share, any intuitive knowledge, anything that you've gained from it. It's always fun to just kind of go back and review and see what you all had to say. Okay, and also, of course, tonight we have our live drawing. So please make sure that you are here for the live drawing, because there's only a window of 48 hours that within the time that I am announcing the winner until you can actually reply to it or let me know in person. One way or another, you'll either have to tag me or message me that you saw it, that you are the winner, and you will get a 30-minute drawing with me. This is worth $110. So looking forward to sharing that experience with you. And I know Mary was the one who won the drawing the last time, and you might have seen her comment on what she had to say on how significant it was to her. And Debbie is on too. Hi, Heather. And Debbie, she has won the drawing with me before too, and the session. So Debbie, maybe if you want to share too how that session was for you, that'd be amazing as well. And I am going to go ahead and get started. So thank you for joining me. And again, when your crystal comes up, let me know that this is the crystal that you chose. A lot of you participated. I'm so excited, to see all the participation and all the sharing. And thank you for sharing out the message. I appreciate it. So in case you don't know me, my name is Silke, and I am an energy healer and spiritual teacher, artist, and hypnotherapist. And at this point, my main goal with my energy healing and the path that I have taken is really to encourage and empower women on their path, for them to grow and heal blocks, for them to be able to thrive and be in line and in harmony with universal energy. So this way they can fully step into their life potential of what they're meant to do. So I do this in several different ways, but specifically definitely through energy healing, and then through hypnotherapy in person and also long distance and hybrid. Welcome. So glad you're all here. I appreciate you. And so let's go ahead and get started. And again, if you have any questions, just let me know. I'm here for you. And I'll talk a little bit more about the energy of the day as well. And we're going to go ahead and start with our intuitive play. And excited to do the drawing here in a little bit as well. So I have the bowl right here. And can't wait to see. My son Philip was the one who wrote all the names in here. He has this beautiful handwriting, which I absolutely love. And so we're going to go ahead and share that in a little while. But first, intuitive play. So crystal number 1. Okay, if you are on the live by any chance and you have picked crystal number 1, please go ahead and let me know. And I'm going to get right into it. So crystal number 1 is a beautiful carnelian. So, hey, Steph, hi, welcome. So glad to see you. It's been a little while. So, carnelian, it comes in many different forms. It is also said that it's one of those stones that if you have a carnelian, for example, in your medicine bag, that you don't necessarily need to clear or cleanse any other crystals, because carnelian will hold that energy of keeping everything going and keeping everything cleansed. I still like to clear and cleanse my crystals, even with a carnelian, just because that's what feels appropriate for me. But I still wanted to give you that information in case for you it feels appropriate that way. So Britt said she picked number 1. Okay, so carnelian specific. Hi, Soa, welcome. So carnelian specifically, of course, and by the way, tonight the stones that I picked, because of the energy of the next couple of days that I'm going to talk to you about here in a little while, I purposely picked stones stones this time that are all kind of in line with that energy, and I'll reveal that to you in a little bit as far as the significance of it. Liberata, hi, welcome. And so specifically carnelian, very warming energy, more for the base and for the sacral, very much for a creative stone, absolutely, and one that kind of just allows to bring the energies of rooting in, of grounding into our body, fully into the physical reality for us. It's the stone of Leo, also Scorpio, and the sun, of course, so it holds that warm sun energy for us. And it will also kind of bring extra energies of light into us as well. So hi, Liberata. Thank you for sending that. Appreciate it. And by the way, let us know also, what crystal you picked as well. So we already had Britt with number 1. And let me scroll through here again. Let's see, who else had number 1? I know there was one other person too that had number 1. Okay, I don't see it in the comments right now, but yeah, let me know if anyone else has number 1 as well. So with this being said, very creative stone. So what can you do with these creative energies? It definitely understands how you can move past obstacles, because it can kind of carry you over these creative blocks. So if you're feeling any obstacles in your life, anything where, your creativity isn't fully present, or where maybe it's stifled in some form or shape, this can help you to really step into that, to step over any blocks that you might have. It's also really great Liberata said number 1 too. Okay, cool. So it's also really great to restore. Okay, thank you. To restore, if you've had any challenging times in your life and you just need to really sit in a space of restoration, almost like, as if you're retreating from something and you kind of just need to heal a little bit, then carnelian is a really beautiful stone for that as well. It will help you in revitalizing, re-energizing, energizing your system again. So it's really beautiful. It's also said that it assists the soul on its journey into the afterlife, and it helps protect the soul as well on its journey. And then, of course, it also helps protect us as well. And that's why, obviously, it is said that when we put it in a medicine bag with other crystals, that it has the ability to hold that energy of clearing as well. And so, it holds the energy of other crystals. So of course it also has the frequency of holding energy for us too. As we have all kinds of different frequencies within our body, this crystal has one just like all the other crystals do. And so it can hold a really powerful space for us whenever we need it. It's a very gentle, warming, loving sun energy, but at the same time, it's also, again, very powerful just in the way it flows. It also helps us calm, releases any anger and any anxiety that we might feel as well. So again, let us know how this applies to you, please. Curious to know why you intuitively chose number 1, because of course, this is what this is about, for you to be able to just hone in your own intuition and guidance, and then get the answers that you're looking for. As always, I did create some affirmations. And so the first affirmation for carnelian is, I feel deeply grounded and connected and supported in all my endeavors. And that was the one that I decided to write down for carnelian for number 1. And Debbie said she picked number 2. Okay, cool. All righty. So we're going to go ahead and get started with 2 then, Debbie. Okay. So number 2 is Fancy Jasper. And this is becoming one of my favorites. And I finally bought some tumbled Fancy Jasper. I have some really big ones, but Fancy Jasper just has all these different nuances and textures to it. Let me see if I can get it in focus here, maybe. So I just absolutely love it. Again, warming stone, again, more for the earth, very grounding. So a little bit different than the sun fire energy that carnelian carries, but Fancy Jasper goes more into the deeper, more rooted energies of earth. And of course, it has, like I said, all these different colors and textures and everything to it. And so it has the ability to also carry so many energies within your system as well. And Heather's saying I picked 2, but accidentally typed 3. Oh, okay. Gotcha. And Britt, let me see here. Okay, very appropriate. Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay. Oh yeah, I know, it's amazing. You really are just coming into yourself as far as your intuition, and it's so beautiful to just kind of see, how how you're blossoming and how this is developing for you, Britt. It's just been amazing to just watch your journey here and in Beauty Flourishing, and I'm so proud of you, Britt. It's amazing. So yeah, congratulations, and I'm so glad that you are so tuned in with yourself and with your own guidance. That's amazing, and again, that's why we're doing this. So, and of course, if any of you are new, so I haven't seen you before. And let me see, I think there was another person too. So yeah, please go ahead and let us know where you're watching from, and maybe even a little bit about you. That would be wonderful as well. So I'd love to get to know you. So that'd be great. Okay, so specifically for this here, it really works for all chakras because it carries all the different frequencies of colors within it. It's really a great stone too, for studies. Anytime you also need to apply discipline in any form in your life, because of course, it's very grounding for you, and we kind of need that in order to fulfill the daily tasks in life. It helps also, around electronics, just because again, it's very good for grounding in general. So it holds the frequencies of earth, of course, so all of these things, once you kind of understand how something works, then it's much easier to kind of pull it together for sure. So also is said that it can actually heal chronic problems in the body, and it works on a little bit slower frequency, but it's supposed to be extremely effective for anything like that as well. And then of course it also has the qualities of calming, and then also organizing anything in your space internally and externally, and even is said to work on insomnia. So really magical stone, really beautiful. So again, curious if you've picked number 2, how fancy jasper applies to you in your life. So please go ahead and let me know. And the affirmation that I created specifically for fancy jasper is: I make steady progress in improving my health and overall well-being, and allow ease in dealing with daily life. So if you have picked number 2, fancy jasper, again, please let me know how this applies to you specifically. And Steph said that she picked number 2 as well. So yeah, let me know. And then Debbie also, I'm going to scroll through your comments here for a second. Very cool. Awesome. So yeah, Debbie and Steph. And again, if you're watching the replay, still go ahead and comment and let everyone know. All right, crystal number 3. And crystal number 3, again, holds that energy of sun because it is actually sunstone. And of course, sunstone is just such a beautiful, magical stone. So Heather says, oh, I need that stone. Okay, cool. Yep. So insomnia, okay. Yes, absolutely. That'd be amazing if you put that in your medicine bag, Heather. That'd be really great for sure. Okay, so sunstone, it mainly has to do, of course, with our sacral, because it has the warming yellow tones in it, and then also some of the orangey tones more for, so sacral and solar plexus very strongly for both of those. And so with this, it increases our energy, our power, and really, again, it's not as much a grounding, rooting stone, but it's much more vibrant, for kind of bringing in all those aspects whenever we need an extra boost of energy, whenever we need the sunshine in your life. So the warmth, the sun, all of these are kind of connected in. And then, of course, with that also comes the idea of self-worth, self-love, but especially self-worth, when we're feeling that we are not quite as empowered, then this will really help us just to kind of bring in the extra energy, that extra dose that we might need. It's almost a little bit like a medicine in empowerment. So very cool. Let me see, from Vermont, and started trying to find out about spiritual things about 2 weeks ago. Welcome. I am so glad that you're here, and awesome. What a beautiful journey. And it truly is. So always a good thing to start with crystals. Glad you already love crystals, and glad we're doing this tonight. So let us know how this applies to you, and excited to have you here. Welcome to my page. I am so excited you're here, and glad you found your way. So with sunstone, also another thing. So if you've picked number 3, please go ahead and let me know if you've picked sunstone. Another thing I also want to say, it's an amazing stone. So if you're thinking in terms of self-love, self-empowerment, of course, also self-nourishment, and then the biggest, funnest thing with it is also a stone of luck. So it can pull things into your system and pull things in for you. So if you need an extra dose of luck, then carry the stone with you. And again, self-empowerment, self-encouragement. If you need to speak in front of an audience, if you need to, do a test or something, then this can be a really amazing stone. Whenever you feel like you need that little bit of extra medicine in your life, a little bit of extra sunshine, then this one here will definitely do that for you. So many more beautiful things that it can do, but it definitely increases the energy of luck, success, and all of those beautiful sun qualities in your system. And especially now, that we're heading more into the winter months, then having a sunstone with you is just so wonderful. As we're sometimes missing that extra dose of vitamin D, then this one here can definitely just bring in energetically, pull that sunlight through the layers of your aura and through your field. And so it's a beautiful way of just bringing in that when maybe, you're feeling a little bit down or you don't feel quite as empowered. And so how does this all come together? So tonight we've had number 1, carnelian, number 2, fancy jasper, and number 3, the sunstone. And the way it really kind of all comes together is that we have the moon right now going through the zodiac sign of Leo. And Leo always brings a little bit of extra sunshine, a little bit of extra warmth into the whole atmosphere. And so as the moon right now is moving through the sign of Leo, just allow that extra dose of light in. Sometimes it's also reflected in the days being a little bit warmer in that day, in those couple of days. So very much you might feel a difference in energy. So if you felt kind of more of an uplifting, warmer energy, it can be purely energetic, but many times, again, it's also reflected actually on Earth, because it's moving through that specific sign. Many times it does show up as the days being just a little bit warmer and the temperatures feeling more comfortable, and many times us feeling more comfortable in our field. So wear yellows, wear oranges, wear more brighter colors right now to support that energy of that sunshine that's naturally there, and really pull that in through your layer right now. And of course, we're heading near the first Advent on Saturday, which is a celebration in Germany, and I'm sure in other cultures as well, but specifically for me, so we're heading into the season of the darker days until we're coming back to the winter solstice again. So this is a beautiful time to go within, sit within yourself, and really nourish yourself through beautiful golden foods in the form of many different foods that you can find, especially things like ghee. Those are always helpful for you. Turmeric, always great in the form of tea or even in bouillon, or however you want to absorb the golden energies, pour in the sunshine, pour in the warmth, light a candle, and really connect into that fire energy that's present right now. And you'll notice a big shift in you, because again, the energies that are currently present on this planet are supporting you within that. And I want to see what Heather had to say. Oh, okay, instead of 3. Good luck. There you go. See, Heather. Awesome. Crystal shopping spree. Awesome. Fun. So I'm so excited you all are here tonight. And I want to mention, and I mentioned this before, I do have a newsletter out now that I bring out every Monday, and there's a lot of really great information. So for example, what I was talking about just now, as far as the sun energy, that's something that is in the newsletter every week. I also mentioned my blog in there as well. So if you want to learn about energy, if you want to learn about becoming more aware in your consciousness, I recommend that you go ahead and join my newsletter, and I'll post the link here in a little bit. And then the biggest thing that I want to bring to your focus tonight, besides doing the drawing, so didn't forget, we're going to do the drawing in a minute, but what I wanted to mention to you, and I'm going to post that link as well, so you're going to get a bunch of links from me, but I am going to be doing my 5 days to activating abundance challenge. And that's going to start December 10th. You can already sign up for it now. Pre-party will start a week prior, and there's going to be little gifts in there for you. I also have the Facebook Messenger button set up now too, to where the bot will automatically send out a reminder to you 5 minutes before I go live within the challenge. You will have a private Facebook group, again, that's going to be available to you 1 week prior. And Liberata, by the way, I did receive, you found the Facebook group already. So And I saw that you requested to be in the Facebook group. So give me a little bit more time. I'm going to invite everyone in, and also, of course, hit reply to you a week prior. So then we're going to start the party a week before the challenge officially kicks off already, so we can all get to know each other, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So I have really cool things planned for you during the challenge, and then how to take it further with me after that as well. So it's going to be pretty amazing, and you don't want to miss out, because it's going to be fun. It's going to be a party, and the perfect time, for this time of year to really start thinking about what this past year has been, and what the present represents for you, and what the future is going to do for you as well. Thank you. I know, I thought that was so fun when I saw that. So yeah, so lots of really cool things, exciting things waiting there for you, many teachings there for you, and so many beautiful things that I will be offering to you. That took me 30 years to get to this point, and I can't wait to share it all with you. So very exciting, lots of free stuff that you're going to be getting from me as well. And I'm excited to share it with you, because I know what it's like when you're on this path and you're searching for things. And so for me, like I said, it took me a long time, especially because for me, I've started so early on this path, and back then there wasn't, and thank you, Grace, I appreciate it. And back then there wasn't as much available yet, and there was no internet, so it took me quite a while to gather the information. But then at the same time, it also was a very deep, beautiful journey for me as well, and so many beautiful teachers and so many beautiful things that came my way along with that. And now I am so ready to give and teach and share with all of you, and excited that you're here, because this is a two-way street, of course. So I think I covered everything else. So now I'm going to go ahead and get to the drawing. So we do the best to make sure that anyone that we can see that has shared either the Facebook Live or has shared previously the intuitive play where I posted, we make sure that we add you to this. But it always helps, if you just go ahead and put in the comments, I shared, so this way we can make sure that we add you to the drawing, because we can't necessarily see everyone that shares just because of Facebook privacy. And you know what? I totally forgot to tell you about Sunstone, about the affirmation. As I'm seeing this paper in front of me, I'm like, oops, okay. So let me tell you real quick about Sunstone. So the affirmation for Sunstone is, I allow playfulness into my activities, giving and receiving abundance joyfully. So fun. So let it all in. Especially, like I said, during this time, just give yourself that space and grace to be somewhat playful, regardless of what's going on in your life, because it always comes down to the present moment. And in this present moment, we're going to go ahead and do the drawing. So this is for a 30-minute session with me. It's $110 value. And I am going to go ahead and just shuffle this up, and then go ahead and pick one name out of it. Okay, let's see. Yum Love. Okay. So Yum Love, let me go ahead and show this to you here. So if your screen name or real name is Yum Love, please go ahead and reply within the next 48 hours, either in here, or as long as you tag me so I can find you. And or you can also message me in the messenger as well and let me know. And hi, Oshida, welcome. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Welcome. So please go ahead and reply to this. And you are going to get a 30-minute Zoom call reading with me on your numerology, since I don't know you yet. So it's going to be a numerology reading on your birth date. And so that is basically about aligning you with your soul path, to where it's a soul path reading for you to open up the space for you to be able to see the qualities that you carry, and maybe even have discoveries of where you're heading in the future. I can guide you and help you along the way with the the qualities that I see in you. So that's amazing. Hi, Serena. Welcome. So glad you're here. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. And there isn't really, I think we're complete for tonight. Oh, okay. Cool. Awesome. And where you're joining from, please go ahead and let me know. That would be amazing as well. So yeah, tell me where you're joining from. And I know where Serena is joining from. And yeah, go ahead and share for just a second here. And also, if you had any revelations for this evening, any aha moments, how this applied to you, if you haven't responded yet, please go ahead and do so. And again, if you're watching the replay, go ahead and still come on in and say hi to everyone, and then how the reading applied to you and in your life situation. And I will see you all next week. So again, yum love, congratulations, and I will see you on the reading as long as you reply within 48 hours of seeing this. And I wish you all a beautiful evening. Thank you for spending time with me. I appreciate it. And I will see some of you over in our membership Beauty Flourishing at 7 o'clock. And until then, I don't see any more comments right now. So I know there's always like a 10-second delay. So I always try to give it a little bit of time and wait. Okay. So I wish you all a beautiful evening and have a beautiful couple of days. Enjoy, like I said, this extra dose of sun energy that is coming in through the fire sign of Leo, and enjoy that internal fire that you might be feeling. And then also the extra beautiful energies that fire also has to represent, besides some of the effects that we've been seeing. But for sure, enjoy this time, because this brings happiness to your soul, and you might even feel a little bit uplifted through the energies that are there. Thank you, Liberata. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate you all. And again, see some of you over in Beauty Flourishing here in a little bit. Namaste. Thank you, Steph. Good night.